The number one struggle for staying productive while working from home is that home is where we usually come to unwind. It's our sanctuary. So we need to find a way to turn our sanctuary into a productive working environment. So that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. 8 tips on how to be productive from home. But quickly before I do that, if this is our first time meeting, I'm Dan and I do these videos to help you guys in any facet of your life that I possibly can. So if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe and I'll see you along the journey. Cue intro that I am nowhere near skilled enough to make yet. If we're going to be productive from home, we need to trick our brains into thinking that it is work time, even though it knows that we are physically not at work. A big part of our work life is routine, scheduling, repetition. We do the same things every day at roughly the same times, and we need to keep that routine as tight as possible. So waking up at the same time and getting ready the same ways is step 1 to making sure we maintain as much regularity as we possibly can. But don't forget, when we work from home, we don't have to commute to work. So use that time to either wake up a little bit later or get ready a little bit slower, whatever suits you. This might sound ridiculous, but if you wake up, you stay in your pajamas, or you put on your lounge around the house clothes, you're actually telling your brain that we're in a relaxed state of mind. And when we're actually working from home, we want to be in a really sharp and switched on state of mind. So even something as simple as getting dressed as if you are going to work, and yes, that might mean wearing a dress, wearing your makeup, wearing a suit, whatever your normal work attire is, just putting that on is a simple way to tell your mind, hey, it's time to work, it's time to be serious, let's get on with the show. In my opinion, it's just as important to use natural light as it is to avoid artificial light. Things like these lights, overhead lights, they create a really dull vibe, and when we're working from home, we want to be really livened up, we want to be switched on, we want to be alert. So go sit near a window, open up all your curtains and blinds, or even potentially consider sitting outside if you can do that, because the natural light is going to change up the atmosphere a lot and it's going to help you be much more productive at home. By allocating blocks of time to be working hard and little blocks of time to be relaxing, we're actually letting our brain switch off so that it can go again for short bursts of focus. Staying focused for the entire day is hard at the best of times, and when you're not at work and you're stuck at home working, that's even harder to do because your fridge is only a few steps away, your bed's only a few steps away, the couch and the TV are also only a few steps away. So we need to make sure that we're keeping it realistic for our minds and giving ourselves short bursts of time to really focus and hone in on what we've got to do. And the only way to do that is to give it some relief, switch off for maybe 10-15 minutes, and then go right back into it. We want working from home to feel really professional and really productive. And when we've got no colleagues around us and no staff members, that's really hard to emulate. So make sure you keep in contact with your colleagues, whether it's on the phone, whether it's through email, whether it's through video conferencing like Zoom, Skype calls, whatever it is that you need to do to stay in contact with your staff members. That's a great way to keep a bit of normality in your work life. Number 6 is actually contradicting advice, and it's different for each person. Some people work best in one environment, like at your desk, and some people work better when you're moving around to different locations. Now, there is no right and wrong, it just depends on your personality type. If you're like me and you have a shorter attention span and you tend to lose focus a bit easier, you might benefit from moving around to different locations, whereas if you're someone who can sit and focus for decent chunks of time, you might find that it's best to stay in one spot, or even just 2 spots to keep it fresh. Either way, find what works for you and stick with it. This one's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go into any detail because I'm scared that I'm going to lose all my subscribers in one go from this tip. Please don't hate me. For many of us right now, we're only working from home because of this COVID-19 coronavirus situation, and if you are from the future watching this video, then Google COVID-19 coronavirus and see what the world went into at that time. It is absolute madness at the moment, super unpredictable, and so many of us are working from home only because of that. But guys, just realize this is most likely a once in a lifetime experience for us. Sure, it's unfamiliar, it's pretty chaotic, it's potentially not what your first preference would be, but think about this. For the first time in our lives, we can work from home and we're actually being told to work from home. It's kind of like being on vacation from work while you're at work. So take advantage of it, try to enjoy it, and get the most you can out of the experience, because it's really possible that it will never happen for you again. All right, guys, that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like down below. Please comment if you have some other suggestions yourself that I missed out. And most importantly, please subscribe. Let's grow this channel together. Let's go on this journey together. Until next time, I'm Dan, and you've been Dansplained. See ya!